Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is Caitlin from Caitlin Plans, and today I'm going to be planning for the week of February 8th through 14th in my social media dashboard planner. This is actually Valentine's Day week, but I'm trying to stay away from an explicitly Valentine's Day theme for the spread. So I'm taking Valentine's week in this planner to celebrate my love of something a little bit different, and that would be crafting. So I'm using the Miss Maker book. I don't have the actual Miss Maker book, this is the accessory book, but a lot of the stickers are the same. So we're gonna go ahead and use this one. I've already pulled some stickers and I have an idea of what I wanna do, so we're just gonna jump into it. I'm seeing a little bit of ghosting from the pen on the other side of this page. I'm not sure if you're picking it up from the camera, but it is apparent when I'm here in person. There's not much I can do about that, but we're just gonna have to make it work. Like, obviously I'm gonna write on this side of the page and then it's like double ghosting. At the end of the day, it's a planner, it's meant to be written in, so I'll try to cover up some of the more like obvious spots with stickers, but for the most part I'm just gonna leave it. So my concept for this week really revolves around this area that's the focus on section. So I'm gonna center this double box with the planner cart. I'm gonna go ahead and white out where it says focus on because I don't want that showing through. And then I'm going to take all of these crafting stickers, the icons, and kind of collage them as a background. I want them to line up with the edge of that sticker, so I will need to do a little bit of trimming on some of them. Starting out with this sticker book, which may be my favorite of all of these little craft icons. I think at one point I had one of these planner carts as an icon, but I obviously used that because it's so cute. I chose to go with a combination of stickers that were both planner related, but also just crafting related. Like this one is a ball of yarn, so it has nothing to do with planners, but it has everything to do with crafting. So the theme is more so crafting than it is planners, but I'm okay with that. I'm gonna put some buttons in this little empty space right there. And originally I had planned to just like completely fill in this area, but maybe I do it as like a burst around this sticker. My only hesitation with that is that it's gonna start intruding into these sections up there. So I'm gonna stick with the original plan for now. And if it ends up looking really bad, I guess I can just peel the stickers up. I know it's not ideal. Speaking of peeling stickers up, I've been planning in my new Plum Paper Daily Planner, which I've really been loving. I'm not really sure if I love it more than the Happy Planner Daily Inserts. Like, there's pros and cons to both planning systems. But my one thing with the Plum Paper Daily is that I feel like the paper is a little bit thinner, although I'm not getting a lot of ghosting like I am in these Happy Planner pages. So maybe it's just something to do with the texture. But the thinner pages, I don't know how I feel about them. They move around on the discs a little bit differently than I'm used to, and that might just be because they're punched in a way that I'm not used to. I'm gonna add some scissors into this area. I am kind of overlapping the edges of the page, so I will need to clean them up at the end. But for now, I'm just adding stickers because I know there's just gonna be a whole bunch of them. This is starting to look good. Obviously there's some areas I need to fill in some more, but I'm going to start on the other side of the page just so I make sure that I get everything covered. I've been playing around with my social media posting schedule, and I'm just trying to figure out how I'm going to fit in photographs of those daily pages, because adding a whole nother planner to your lineup is like dangerous in the way that it's also a lot more photos, and a daily planner nonetheless. Like, I'm getting 3 to 4 different spreads out of that a week. So it's just like a matter of deciding what actually makes it to the Instagram and what doesn't. I've been filming videos of my planning process for that, and they are on my Instagram as Reels, which is essentially the Instagram version of TikTok. So if you're interested in seeing some short little plan with me's, those are over there. I am planning to do a longer plan with me in the daily planner on this channel, but I don't have a set date for that yet. It might be in March, the beginning of March maybe. My February schedule is kind of booked at this point. I like these little washi tapes They're a smaller sticker, so they're easy to kind of put into the blank space. Also a huge fan of this little hot glue gun, and the best part about this hot glue gun is it's not gonna burn my hand like all hot glue guns do. It's not gonna fit in here comfortably, so I am gonna save it and just use it elsewhere in the spread to kind of call attention back to this section. We're gonna go with paintbrushes instead. So one here, and I wanna keep them as a set. They were kind of paired like that in the book, so I'm gonna keep them together. If only I could get my hands on one of those original Miss Maker books. I'm not really sure like what the difference is or like what different stickers there are in that one versus this accessory book. Obviously there's gonna be different stickers. If they just re-released it in an accessory book, that would be very confusing. I know there's flip-throughs on YouTube or Instagram or somewhere. I just haven't bothered to look through them because I guess watching a video of someone flip through that sticker book is just dangerous to me because I'm gonna want to buy one, but you can only get them on like eBay or in one of the Facebook groups for a minimum of $100, and I don't have that kind of money for one single sticker book. I'm gonna take some of the pieces that I cut so that they would match the edge, and these ones are gonna go underneath the sticker just to fill in that little area down here. Maybe I should alternate directions between them so they're not all sticking up from the bottom. So a little bit of a paint palette. I just flicked yarn onto the planner. No, please. And the page is stuck to the table. Here we go. Oh, what I was gonna say about the plum paper stickers, I completely missed my point with that. They are really like, the pages, you know, they're a little bit thinner than this, or maybe they're the same. I tried to look online and figure out what exactly the paper weight was, and I couldn't figure that out. But I learned the hard way the other day that stickers are not repositionable on that paper because you cannot peel them up without actually tearing the paper like you can in a happy planner. So be warned if you're looking into plum paper planners that especially the clear stickers, you cannot move them. So I'm gonna go ahead and trim the edges just to avoid any further sticking, and I'll be right back. Okay, edges are all trimmed up and looking beautiful. I still have some spots that need to get filled in. Let's go with this punch. I know people who use punches like this in their planners. I've never been super into the whole like punching thing. The only time I've really used paper punches like that is when I was making sorority name tags for recruitment, and making all of those name tags is enough to turn you off of punching things for a lifetime. And all that time spent using the punch really just made me want to punch things, but not with the paper punch, with my fists. Okay, let's see. This one's gonna go here. Means I'm gonna need to repunch the page. Well, I guess I am kind of punching in a way, like different kinds of punches. So many different kinds of punches. I do want some of them to kind of stick off of the top. I'm not gonna get too far into this section, but just like a little bit of it at the top will make it look like it's actually like kind of clustered rather than just like cut off. There's a whole nother page of these little craft icons in this sticker book, so I'm gonna use some of these as well. What do I wanna do? I'll go with some discs. Place this one right in here. I saw someone on Instagram who used all of these little icon stickers and put them on just white paper, kind of clustered them. I think it might have been in the shape of a heart or around a quote or something like that. But they put them on white paper and then they framed it for their craft room. And I cannot remember off the top of my head who made it, but it was so cute. So I will find the picture before this video, and I'll go ahead and just link that in the description of the video. I love seeing what people do with stickers that like aren't in their planners. I don't know, I always feel like so hesitant to use stickers outside of my planners because I'm like, I don't want to waste them. But in the case of craft room art, like stickers as special as these ones, you want to look at them all the time. So why not frame them and put them on the wall where you can look at them instead of just putting them in one planner spread like I'm doing, where I'd have to revisit a planner spread in particular to see the stickers again. And I think these accessory books are still on the market, so maybe I will have to get another one of these. When I'm filming this, it's a little bit in advance, but probably by the time this video goes live, I will have like a lease signed for a new apartment, and that new apartment has a second bedroom, which, you know, it's an office, but it's also a craft room, and I am so excited for that because basically, well, I live in a one-bedroom apartment right now, so every room is a craft room, which you would think would be nice, but it gets to be a lot sometimes. Put some buttons in there. I love stickers, like, of planner supplies because it's like stickerception. It's like stickers of stickers, like this one right here. Stickers of stickers. I love it. I'm gonna put one of these little box punches down here. I own one of these box punches. Oh, there's one right there. Can't put it over there. I own one of these, as I was saying. It's not my favorite thing because it was made before they resized the boxes. So if you're punching things with the box punch, it's slightly smaller than the boxes they currently have in the planner, but the punches are still being sold from that original size. So if you like things to be exact, the punch probably isn't for you. But if you're just like looking for like boxes, like it does its job. I'd prefer just to like cut them on a paper cutter rather than punch them. While the punch is much easier, I'm one of those people who just like can't stand having that sliver of white at the top of the page. Let's see. I'm just kind of finishing off the edge up here. So if I have one sticking there, I want another one sticking up that direction. Gonna use this pen. And then I'm gonna take a couple more of these slivers to fill in some empty space. So this is an area I want one in. And then I'm thinking over here. Like this scissor handle will be perfect down here in this section. Let me clean this up a little bit more. You know what I should have done? I should have just time-lapsed all of this sticker placement so I didn't have to talk through the whole thing. I feel guilty just like placing stickers and having you listen to the background noise of my apartment, which in this case is fridge noises. It's always fridge noises. Thankfully, in the new apartment, the fridge is in a separate room than the living room, so craft room will not have random fridge noises. One last little sticker scrap for good luck, and then we will bring in the other half of the spread. So it's gonna be hard to top that on this half of it, but we have a focus area, so I guess I can go a little bit more relaxed with this side of the page. A Miss Maker spread is not complete without Miss Maker herself. I picked this one. I do like the fact that they leave the hair white so you can color it in to match your own hair color. Normally I'm not a huge fan of like sticker dolls, but in the case of the Happy Planner Girl line, I don't mind them. I know most of the recent, or all of the recent Happy Planner girls don't have any of these icons, which, you know, I'm fine with. More room for other stickers, but the original line had them, so they hold a special place in my heart. I'm thinking about what I want to do for bullet points, and I actually had a great idea. I'm like, I'm gonna go get the Planner Babe book so I can use those little bullet point stickers that look like tiny little discs as my bullet points this week. So that'll look great. I'm gonna go grab the book. So I am back with this Planner Babe accessory book. I'm just going all in on the accessory books this week, which is good because these often get neglected. I don't know if anyone else like keeps their accessory books separate than their other stickers. Like I have them in their own column on the cart, but I never managed, like I never bother to flip through them when I'm trying to find certain things. So I'm just trying to do these in rainbow order. And you're gonna notice that some days don't just have 2 bullet points this week. Some of them are gonna have 3. And that's to account for having that daily planner in my lineup and wanting to share spreads from that. So a few days are gonna have 3, but trying to keep it down to 2. I know that I get kind of annoying on social media, and feel free to unfollow me. Like, my feelings are not going to be hurt by that if you cannot stand having me pop up in your feed all day long. I think the redeeming thing about that is after a certain amount of time of like not interacting with someone's posts, they just kind of disappear out of your like Instagram feed altogether. So you're not going to see 3 posts a day if you're not like actively liking 3 posts a day, which is nice. I'm gonna go ahead and fill in the rest of the bullet points and I will be back. Okay, so the disc-shaped bullet points are in place. I don't know why I don't use these bullet points more often. They're super cute. Like, I don't know. You've heard me say it before. I think I even said it in this video. I just love planner-themed planner supplies. I think what I especially like about this is that they do read as a rainbow even though they are just a bunch of random colors. I tried to keep them in that same order. Sometimes it's hard to get it to like read as if you're like intentionally making a rainbow out of stickers when you're doing it in this like dashboard layout where it's like da 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 da. But I think it reads, so that is good. For my little YouTube header, I'm taking this one from Planner Babe, and it just says plan on Planner Babe, which is exactly what I do on my YouTube channel, so that makes sense. I'm not sure if I like the like more purpley pink over the pink, but there's not much I can do without like actually just covering that up altogether. I'm gonna leave it for now. Actually, no, I know what I'm gonna do. So this is coming off of the page. And then I'm gonna go with some whiteout and do this area. I'm gonna take this one from Miss Maker that says, let's stay home and craft stuff. Sorry, I can't say words. Let's stay home and make stuff. And that fits perfectly right there. So that's beautiful. I was thinking about putting it over on that other side of the page, but I know that these are gonna get a little crowded because I do have 3 posts going on these 3 days. And instead of that, I'm gonna do just a few little touches of craft supplies. Love this little hot glue gun that I tried on the other side of the page, but it deserves a special spot. I'm gonna pair it with some washi tape. And then it needs one more element to really just fill out this trio. A simple pair of scissors will do the trick, and I'm positioning them so I do have enough room to write. So I have enough space on this 3rd post and then more than enough on the first 2. I just realized I am dangerously scooting down the frame, so push that up. Sorry about that. The Miss Maker accessory book comes with these glitter strips, so I'm just gonna take one of those, and I want that along the bottom of the page. I'm placing it so it doesn't cover up all of my writing room. Like this one's getting kind of the short end of the stick and it's only getting 1 line, but I can make that work. So that one is trimmed. And now I have this last little section of it that I'm gonna do along the top of this page. This is gonna take a little bit of precision, but I think I can make it work. And it's just a touch of that glitter. It's like not as much as the other side of the page, but it still will pull that element up to the top over here so that the pages match a little bit more. And because I cut it to fit the width of the page over here, we have a perfect fit on this side. I'm just now realizing I have to deal with these headers over here. I'm gonna leave this box pink this time around, so I'm just gonna go ahead and white those out. I think gold is gonna be our best bet, so I'm putting one in here to mark analytics. This page was cut a little bit funky, so hopefully none of them tear. I know you can email customer service and get replacement pages, but I feel a little guilty doing that because I've had this sticker book for a while and just like didn't notice it until now. I mean, it's a Colorful Boxes book. It doesn't really matter when I purchased it because they're still making it. But also, it's a little bit of just like a hassle, you know? So I've been dealing with it. I love gold foiled boxes, but it's always the foiled boxes that get cut weird. And I bet that has to do something with the fact that they are foiled. Like, I know when I'm cutting shiny things on my Cricut, the sensors don't really pick up where the edges of things are. So that's probably what's happening, is like the shininess of the foil is just like messing up the sensors on the cutting machine. Obviously at a more industrial level than the Cricut I have in my living room, but still same kind of problem. So those boxes are in place. Now, I'll be honest with you, I actually do not like this glitter at the bottom of the page, and I can't tell if it's just because it's up so high and it's kind of like covering her shoes. Maybe if it's cut a little bit skinnier like that, I'll like it. But what's the worst like part of trying that? So I'm gonna peel it up. And the train was going by, so I just put it back in place off screen. I like it now that it's a little bit shorter. It doesn't cover up as much of my writing space. It looks a little bit more subtle. I mean, only as subtle as you can get with like rainbow glitter fake washi, but that looks good. I think the final thing that I want is just something over here. I picked this one because it's that same purple as that, and this one just says Planner Babe. So I'm gonna put that into the filming section. That looks pretty good. And with that, my Miss Maker spread is done. I'm actually planning on shooting an after the pen social media plan with me for this one, so stay tuned for that. If you like this video, hit that like button down below. You can also subscribe to my channel for more fun planner related content, and follow me on Instagram at Caitlin Plans, where I share after the pen photos as well as photos and spreads that did not get videos. So I hope to see you there. Thank you and happy planning.